22 stunningly rare albino animals. Colorless creatures. Number 1. Alligators. About 80% of alligator hatchlings don't make it to adulthood, according to Smithsonian National Zoological Park, and albino alligators especially don't survive long in the wild. Even if they manage to escape predators, their pale skin leaves them vulnerable to sunburns. Number 2. Porcupine. A New Hampshire woman was lucky enough to spot an albino porcupine having lunch in her yard. Number 3. Hedgehog. Albinism doesn't change an animal's behavior, so if you're considering a pet hedgehog, an albino one should be just as cute and curious as a normally colored hedgehog. The only difference: it may cost twice as much because they're so rare. Number 4. Hummingbird. The ruby-throated hummingbird is the most common hummingbird species in North America, and albinos of this species have pinkish eyes, feet, and bills. Number 5. Ferret. Ferrets in general don't have great vision, they're nearsighted and see best in low light. Given that albinos of any species tend to have eyesight problems, this combination is a double whammy for ferrets. In fact, prolonged exposure to sunlight can damage an albino ferret's eyes. Number 6. Squirrel. All white squirrels with dark eyes are likely not albino, but leucistic. Leucism is a partial loss of pigmentation, which can make the animal have white or patchily colored skin, hair, or feathers, but the pigment cells in the eyes are not affected by the condition. However, squirrels with pink or red eyes, like this one, are albino. Number 7. Rattlesnake. Albino western diamondback rattlesnakes are at a great disadvantage in the wild as they're easily spotted by predators and usually don't live long. Normally, these aggressively defensive snakes appear chalky gray-brown to a dull red with a diamond pattern on their backs. But albino rattlesnakes are a pale yellow and white instead. Number 8. Gorilla. This is Snowflake, an albino gorilla that used to live in Spain's Barcelona Zoo. He was euthanized in 2003 after being diagnosed with a rare form of skin cancer, likely caused by his albinism. He was the world's only known white gorilla. Number 9. Turtle. A rare albino turtle like this one was spotted right after it hatched on a beach in Queensland, Australia. The creature stayed in the nest days longer than its more colorful siblings. An albino turtle birth probably occurs at the rate of 1 in many hundreds of thousands of eggs that are laid. Number 10. Kangaroo. It's rare to see an albino kangaroo in the wild. These white roos have a genetic predisposition for vision and hearing problems, making them especially vulnerable to predators. This albino mother kangaroo stands about 5 feet tall, gave birth to a normally colored joey, seen in her pouch. Number 11. Zebra. It's easy to see why albino zebras are sometimes called golden zebras. Albino zebras can range in color from this tan shade to almost completely white, but they always retain a faint stripe pattern. And on the dry, dusty plains, this coloring may actually help them blend in more with the environment. Number 12. Cobra. A few years ago, an albino cobra escaped from captivity in California and was on the loose for days before being captured. And it's worth noting that it's illegal to own a cobra in that state. The public was warned not to go near the snake, as its venom can kill a human in less than an hour. Number 13. Buffalo. The National Buffalo Museum in North Dakota is home to a few albino buffalo. The oldest one, named White Cloud, was born in 1996 and has lived among the museum's herd for 19 years. She gave birth to 11 calves, including a white bison in 2007 named Dakota Miracle. According to the National Bison Association, just 1 out of every 10 million buffalo born are white. Number 14. Snails. In 2011, a giant carnivorous albino snail was found in New Zealand. It was only the second one ever recorded, according to the Sydney Morning Herald. While albino snails may be kept as pets, their darker colored comrades are the ones people prefer to eat. Like other albino species, albino snails are easy prey for birds and other predators. Number 15. Lobster. The odds of a lobster being albino are about 1 in 100 million. Number 16. Fishing cat. Fishing cats are endangered, and this white one in Bangladesh is extremely rare. According to a 2012 research paper, 4 albino fishing cats were captured during an 18-month span around 2001 in the Hattar Basin of Bangladesh, suggesting that albinism may be somewhat established in this population. Number 17. Iguana. Like albino cobras, albino iguanas are not stark white. Instead they develop pink, yellow, or orange markings as they age. Several breeders exist online for albino iguanas. But if you're looking to get one as a pet, be prepared to shell out $3,000 or more. Number 18. Blackbird. If you saw a white bird fly into your garden, would you ever guess that it might be an albino blackbird? Number 19. Monkey. This rare albino vervet monkey in Livingstone, Zambia, was first spotted as a baby in 2005. Locals say he seems to spend a lot of time alone, unlike normal vervet monkeys, but he can run and climb trees as quickly as his playmates. Number 20. Donkeys. The Asinara donkey is a type of feral donkey that lives on the island of Asinara, which lies off the northwest coast of Sardinia, Italy. Almost the entire population, about 100 donkeys, is albino, and the few gray donkeys among the herd are thought to carry the albino gene. Number 21. Skunk. Imagine you're in your yard, maybe the light is dim, and you spot what you think is a white cat. You go over to pet the nice kitty only to be greeted by the most foul-smelling spray you can imagine. This is the danger of albino skunks, they lack the trademark coloring that lets other creatures know to stay away. Number 22. Raccoon. In 2015, an albino raccoon was captured in Valparaiso, Indiana, and brought to the Moraine Ridge Wildlife Center for treatment. Albino raccoons often do not survive in the wild as they lack the camouflage that protects them from predators. And they may not be able to mate because they can be rejected by their species.